I'm so down bad that after watching Squid Game, I'm trying to learn Korean so I can pick up hot Asian chicks. Oh ma, that's mommy in Korean. This might be racist, but I swear I never see any Asians anywhere other than Panda Express. I only ever see some crippled old Asian lady giving me bourbon chicken and free samples, but never any K-pop ooh Asian girlies. Where do I gotta go? Hatsune Miku, is that you? Squid Game Season 3 is the dramatic ending we've all been waiting for, but why is there a baby? Oh right, spoiler warning for anyone that hasn't watched Season 3 of Squid Game, and also if you haven't watched my Season 2 video, watch that first and then come back to finish. We ended Season 2 with 26 remaining characters that will now compete in the 4th game.
The 4th game will be hide and seek. You will be assigned either the role of hider or seeker. Hiders will be given keys that can be used in the arena. Their goal is to survive. Seekers will be given swords, and their goal is to kill at least one hider. Teams will be decided via a giant gumball machine, because we thought that would make sense.
For this game, general combat skills and ruthlessness are going to keep you alive no matter what role you play. But god damn, being a hider is way worse than being a seeker. Not only do you have to survive psychopaths with knives, but at the end, even if you do find the exit, oh no, you gotta get 3 different keys to open it. Who designed this? I'm not gonna be out here collecting 3 different keys like I'm in a Legend of Zelda dungeon. The hiders consist of Teardrop, Lollipop, Gelatin, Gatey, Match, Tennis Ball, TV, Eraser, Dora, Robot Flower, Winner, Leafy, and Pillow. The Seekers consist of Pen, Blocky, Snowball, Golf Ball, Fanny, Tree, Remote, Yellowface, Pin, Coiny, Pencil, Barf Bag, and Lie.
One more thing. After players are assigned their roles, they may switch with another person of the opposite role, so long as they have mutual consent.
You hear that, kids? You need consent! Some characters like the role they got assigned, like the Newbie Alliance, and characters like Gatey and Tennis Ball are just glad they don't have to commit murder. You know, kinda relatable. But some characters would want to switch. Barfbag as a seeker wouldn't have the heart to kill anyone, while Match as a hider would want to be a seeker with Pencil, so the two would agree to swap roles. Also unhappy with their team are Deathpack members assigned as seekers. Their morals deny any kind of violence, so all 3 of them would be desperate to swap, but not a lot of people are willing to give consent. The only person we could see reasonably wanting to switch is Pillow, who was disappointed she wasn't a seeker. But with 3 people wanting to switch and only 1 Pillow, there's a problem. Tree and Remote agree to give it to Fanny because she doesn't have any arms, so even if she did want to kill someone, she'd have the hardest time doing so. The games begin, and after a short head start, the Seekers come out. Match and Pencil team up, and with their entire alliance 6 feet under, any sanity or morals these characters had at the start are all gone. Clearly, the elimination prevention plan didn't succeed. First, they spot Gatey, who is struggling to open a door with no arms. It's not looking great for Gatey. Kill me. Match and Pencil stab Gatey at the same time, getting half credit each. But who do they get the other half credit from? Barfbag over there is looking mad submissive and breedable. Unless she has Teardrop inside her, she's not strong enough to fight back. As Barfbag's innards leak out, hiders with actual survival instinct continue through the maze. Yellowface is broadcasting an ad for free naked grandmas near you to try and lure hiders towards him. Winner eagerly runs over and the two meet. Yes, they are friends in Teapot, but need I remind you, Yellowface ditched Winner to gain corporate gain with price tag? Killing Winner for billions of dollars isn't far-fetched for Yellowface to do. The fastest characters, Robot Flower and Dora, find the exit first, but they need 3 different keys to open it. So the two create a temporary alliance and split up to find the last key they need. Dora grabs the key from Gatey's body and starts unlocking the exit, but right when the door opens, Robot Flower betrays Dora and shoves her to the ground. Hey, mechanical minds stick together, but not whatever mind this thing has. And right as Dora starts to recover, Pillow sneaks up and kills her. And before you get your little fingers into the comments saying, Dora is the strongest character ever, and I swear on my jizz-covered body pillow of her that she wouldn't die. Yes, Dora is strong, but she just got betrayed, dog. She's on the ground, cheeked up, vulnerable, and Pillow is naturally a creative and sneaky killer. Shortly after, the Newbie Alliance make it to the exit door, and...
so good and tasty?
But before she can get another kill...
We just got 8 free pizzas!
Pillow gets distracted, letting Teardrop and Lollipop escape through the exit. By now in the show, player 222 would be having a baby, and I'm not gonna replicate that. I may be freaky, but I ain't that freaky. Pen and Blocky have two goals in mind: find and protect Eraser, and find other hiders to kill. The two split up to search. Pen, during his search, finds Leafy, who starts begging for her life, but at the last second, he stops, Pen not having the heart to kill her. Leafy runs away and Pen returns to Blocky, who found Eraser. Unfortunately for Leafy, she runs into Pin.
Pin Alliance, remember?
Pin freezes, remembering the Alliance, giving Leafy the chance to snatch her sword away and point it towards her. Suddenly, Coiny stabs her from behind, saving Pin and killing Leafy. GB and TB find each other by the stairs, but the reunion is cut short as Snowball stabs Tennis Ball to death. Golf Ball starts freaking out, but Snowball reminds her that it's either they die or she dies. Meanwhile, the Death Pact members finally find each other. Remote is relieved that they can now protect Fanny, but Tree is having other thoughts. He walks behind them, looking at the ticking timer, and then stabs Fanny, prioritizing life. Fanny's blade slowly stops spinning. By now, the time is almost up, and it's not looking good for the bros. Pen wouldn't have the heart to do it, but Blocky would do all sorts of funny things to Eraser, which leaves the rest of the Seekers to be eliminated. Pen and Remote both are eliminated for not having the heart to kill anyone, and Pin is eliminated from Coiny being the one to snag the Leafy kill instead of her. And finally, Lai this whole time has struggled to find a single person to kill. Lai spent years trapped inside 4 opening doors and failing to find a way out. You think she's actually good at navigation? 26 players turns into a mere 12.
Welcome to the 5th game. Jump rope. By any order, move across the bridge while jumping as the rope swings down.
For this game, physical strength and timing is the difference between life and death. The characters approach the bridge with massive dolls looming over them.
And you know what else is massive?
At this point, the final few are feeling pretty bad about how they got here. Some of them literally killing their best friend just to get here. Pencil and Match strut over to Tree, who's shaking after he murdered Fanny and left Remote to die. Match starts whispering sweet nothings in his ear, like how Tree is a monster for what he did and that he doesn't deserve to live. Eventually, Tree walks to the edge of the bridge, and even though Golf Ball tried to give him the suicide prevention number, he steps off the ledge and offs himself. He couldn't live with what he did. This is the exact same way they killed my beautiful impregnated queen! Oh my god! Sexy, sweet, piece of bulgogi, soft, delicate, bingsu, creamy goddess, taekwondo, spicy bimbambe, hot tuk, makoli, tuk bok. Pillow would blindly go first, and due to the mix of agility and randomness as seen in Teapot 14, she would make it no problem at all. Robot Flower would also make it just as quickly. To cope with the death of all of his friends, Blocky resorts to drugs and starts popping some pills he got from Eraser's dead body. Pencil takes advantage and snatches the drugs away from him and chucks them onto the bridge. In a hectic attempt to retrieve the drugs, Blocky runs onto the bridge, but at this point he wouldn't have the focus and would fall to his death.
Drugs are bad, okay? It's a bad thing to do drugs, so don't be bad.
She's made of water. I'm pretty sure the rope passes through her as long as it doesn't hit her legs. Seeing Teardrop pass motivates the rest of the characters to give it a go. I see so many people online saying how easy this game is or how easy red light green light is, but dog, if I saw someone right next to me fall to their death or get shot, I'm pissing myself. Brother, it doesn't matter what it is. The contest could be me having a hardcore makeout with Belle and I'd still lose because I'm scared as hell. And also, Belle would be scared for other reasons. By now, Pillow is getting bored, so when she sees more characters approaching, she decides to block the exit, causing everyone who's on the bridge to get stuck and have to continuously jump until they mess up. Golf Ball would start trying to rationalize and beg to Pillow. I'd give anything to get on my knees for her and meow like a submissive little kitty. Even Snowball and Lollipop start to get scared. Pillow does not move, and characters on the bridge start to get angsty and start fighting. Yellowface and Lollipop would start arguing about each other's businesses, and shortly after try and knock each other off. The two would end up falling together, getting distracted and not being able to see the next rope swing down. Honestly, there's only one true winning company.
Hi, Phil Swift here for Flex Tape.
Pencil starts yelling at Match, demanding her to shove Pillow out of the way, and one failed attempt later, Match is dangling on the edge of the bridge. But Pillow is a sick and twisted little creature, so she offers Pencil a deal. She can either kill Match and Pillow will stop blocking the exit, or pull Match up and Pillow will continue. With little to no hesitation, Pencil lets go of Match, finally putting an end to this insane duo. Pillow pulls through her end of the deal and steps aside, letting Pencil, Coiny, Snowball, and Golf Ball pass through. 5 people didn't survive the bridge, making 12 players go down to 7. It's now time to congratulate our finalists with a feast. You've all earned a grand, extravagant meal of a single grape. Dig in, guys, this is gonna be great. Hear all about a die.
Players, congratulations and welcome to the final game. The final game is Squid Game. There will be 3 rounds. You will go from the square to the triangle, and finally, the circle pillar. On each pillar, you will play a pushing game. 1 or more players must be eliminated before making it to the next pillar. The round begins when one player presses the button on the ground.
For this game, strength and having allies are gonna get you the win, and also knowing you have to press the goddamn button for the round to start. Golf Ball suggests they wait before pressing the button, but Pillow, out of curiosity, presses it and the timer starts. Golf Ball starts yelling at everyone, trying to create a strategy, but most characters remaining are heartless now or too competitive to even care at this point. Snowball and Coiny team up and suggest that for the first round they push the weakest off first. And everyone looks at Golf Ball, being the last armless character remaining. Snowball approaches Golf Ball, ready to kill her, but in one last-ditch effort, Golf Ball screams out that they need her. She points out that the biggest threat remaining is Robot Flower, and Golf Ball has the mechanical knowledge to be able to shut her down. They agree, and the plan is simple. Throw Golf Ball towards Robot Flower to get close enough to reset and shut her down. Now with Robot Flower deactivated, Coiny grabs the metal rod and pushes Robot Flower off the pillar. The round ends and the bridge to the next pillar extends. But Snowball just couldn't resist and chucks Golf Ball to her death, believing that now everyone left are real competitors. Snowball and Coiny continue their alliance, Teardrop is silently huddled in the corner, and Pencil is giving Pillow the death stare. Pillow is the reason that Match died last game, and Pencil did not forget that. She lunges at Pillow and the two start fighting. As the two fight, Teardrop slowly presses the second round button right before the two stumble off the edge of the pillar. Teardrop gives them a small wave goodbye as the two fall. The final 3 are now on the circle pillar. It's a 2v1 and I think Teardrop is strong enough to fight for herself, but we cannot forget BFDI 1.
Bruh.
I can't forget that small fact, so Teardrop slips off and dies. Snowball and Coiny celebrate in victory as they now get to share the prize money each. But they look down and see the button hasn't been pressed, so Teardrop's death doesn't count. The two slowly look at each other, knowing that they now have to kill one another. Looking at this final 2, Snowball is larger, ruthless, and stronger, giving him the power edge to Coiny. Coiny is crafty and smart, giving him the creative edge to Snowball. Both Snowball and Coiny have lost their closest friends in these games, but between Snowball and Coiny, Snowball has the strength to not be affected at this point in Squid Game. Coiny has a bigger heart and therefore has already been struggling with Pin not by his side. And Snowball is so big, so Snowball grabs Coiny's pole and catapults him to his death. Snowball being the second winner of BFDI Squid Game. Thank you all so much for watching, and I hope you had as much fun viewing as I did making the video. Stay tuned.